Let's talk about time and how it relates to the revolution. Welcome back to my series on how we can figure out how to meet these needs for our communities without money. Why are we trying to meet these needs without money? Because the first thing that the government is going to try to do to break up community support is to fuck with our money. So if we can build these support systems minimally dependent on money and maximally dependent on reciprocity, then we will have a fortified structure against outside forces fucking with us. Also, meeting needs without money is something the rich don't know how to do. And as we already know, the money system is going to be on a wild ride during this transition period. It is not a good thing to anchor yourself to. Time is this very unique resource. It is both a need and a type of capital. The other types of capital, human capital, social capital, and informational capital, are less evenly distributed amongst humans. But time is something that everyone truly has the same amount of and is a non-renewable resource. Once it is gone, you cannot get it back. Now, capitalism values every human's time differently. And what has been happening during this period of decline is that our time is worth less and less money. So we are spending more and more of our time to try and close that gap. But time is a need. So the more of it that we trade for our other needs to get met, the more and more time poor we are. During this period that money is becoming worthless and will become more and more worthless, it makes sense to switch over from trading your time for your needs to get met to just trying to get those needs met in different ways that are not trading time. And time is not policed. That is not the particular way that the powers that be have decided to control us. So we truly can just withdraw our time from the system and take it back and put it towards useful things for us. I think time is one of the best needs for us to start with because it is a building block to building other foundations. You saw what happened to our society when everyone was inside for COVID last time. Everyone rested up and realized once they were rested that they were so incredibly angry at what was happening in our country. If people simply just rest and rebuild their nervous systems for a while, they will have energy and effort to put towards solutions. As someone whose financial life fell apart in 2022, I can tell you that you work your whole life and you have this idea that if I ever stop running on this treadmill, that everything will fall apart. And that's what the system wants you to think, that if you stop juggling all the balls, if you stop overworking yourself, that you are not going to be okay. But the real facts on the ground almost never do that to you. If you stop working at the right time, you probably have a month of rent already paid, and so you have a month to figure out what to do. If you stop paying your credit card bills, nobody ever comes to your door to take you to jail. They just send increasingly threatening letters until sometime later, maybe 3 years later, they finally try to take you to court. I know someone who didn't pay their utility bills for over a year during COVID, and I don't know if they ever had to pay those bills. If everyone just stopped playing into the monthly bills that they have, there's not a system set up to round people up, to throw them out of their houses. They do not have the plan. The plan they have is everyone is scared and will follow the rules. So during this time that they think everyone will follow the rules, there is a tremendous opportunity for people to stop following the rules. And for those of you who are stuck feeling like a cog in a machine, claiming your time back means that you could put effort towards things that don't make you money, but might be exciting for you to try. We need to start setting up systems for people and places for people to go where they don't need to spend money. During this whole boycott, I've been like, okay, if I'm not a consumer, then what the fuck am I? What do I do? We need these spaces. I wanted to create one a few years ago where it was like, we rent a place and then everyone just does puzzles together. And maybe there's a pot of coffee offered and you can just go there and hang out and you don't got to spend any money. And then we say, hey, here's what our rent is this month. Can people just contribute $2, please? We have a place here in Northeast Portland called Alder Commons that does similar programs and is a meeting space for like people who need to do co-working or business. It's very cool. We have another organization called Frog and Toad Hauling, and they just haul stuff away. But the owner of it, Revel, is someone we've been in contact with for the Portland Free Store project. And Revel has this ingenuity about them and wants to start all these projects. And for a while was doing a free store with the stuff that they would pick up from their regular business. And then they would repair the furniture and they would do workshops. They created a workshop down in the basement, and they've done free pottery classes. They've done repair workshops. They've done wood shops. All of this is free. We need community leaders like that who have that kind of energy and that kind of mindset to train people what the hell to do with their time if they are not making money or spending money, because those are the only two things we have been taught how to do. So I beg you, please start to reclaim your time. Please build bridges away from trading your time for money. It is increasingly less efficient.